Guys, we've got a problem.
2 months ago, I reorganized my bookshelf, so I've got one side of my shelves of all the books that I have not read. I probably had like 60, 65 books then. But since then, I've been shopping. This is where we're at right now to this day.
Hey, hi, hello. I now have, and I've counted, 97 books on my physical TBR. 97 unread books on my shelf. I'm going to show you them all, okay? I'm going to go through them all with you. And then we're going to decide how we're going to tackle this. Let's go. We have the Caraval trilogy. So Caraval, Legendary, and Finale. Here they are in all their glory. I wanted to get the hardbacks because I like these better than the paperbacks. But I bought this, mainly, I feel like everyone does this, but I bought this so that I could read the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. Also, I like these covers better. I like these or the Fairy Loot edition, but obviously the Fairy Loot edition is so much more expensive, and we don't got that money. These are all by Stephanie Garber, and I'm really excited to read them. I might share my reading reactions on TikTok, but I might do a reading vlog for this series and Caraval, or maybe just this series. Let me know if anyone would want that. We've got A Heart So Fierce and Broken and A Vow So Bold and Deadly, and this is both by Bridget Kemmerer. These are part of the Cursebreaker trilogy, and I've read A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and I love that, so I do need to read these ASAP. I think I bought these the day after I finished A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I don't know why I've not read them yet though. Maybe it's the slump. We've got This Woven Kingdom, These Infinite Threads, and All This Twisted Glory, all by Tahara Murphy. Next we've got Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. I've heard so many good things about this and I really need to read it. I honestly need to bump this up the TBR, but I think I'm just scared. I think I'm scared of a lot of books that I fear are going to be amazing because I'm scared of being let down by it. I think I just need to go in there without any expectations and just hope for the best. We've got the Ember Quartet. So we've got An Ember in the Ashes, A Torch Against the Night, A Reaper at the Gates, and A Sky Beyond the Storm, all by Sabata here. We've got Bone Crier's Moon by Catherine Purdy. We tried to read this. As you can see, the bookmark is still in, and there's some tabs, okay? There's some tabs up in there. We tried. It's a soft DNF, so we will be coming back to this. But there is a good chance, like, if I'm feeling like cleaning out some books, this might be one of them to go. The Assassin Thief by Madeline T. Wu. I know absolutely nothing about this. The only thing that I do know though, I went to the Supernova convention and then they were selling the books there. I don't know if she was signing books, but I was like, damn, I could have brought my book here to get it signed. I can't remember if she was there or not though, I don't know. Anyway, got home to put, oh yeah, I bought this bookmark for it. Apparently these are the characters in the book, so I bought this bookmark. And I went to put it in the book. It's already signed, okay? It literally, look at that. Oh my god. It's literally already signed. It says Gemma, but honestly close enough. I got this from the book exchange. A lot of the books I do get from the book exchange. And this, honestly, it looks like in perfect condition. Like I doubt Gemma even read this. So I don't know why she got rid of it. Poor girl. Anyway, I hope Gemma's okay out there. Then, not yesterday, but the day before, checked my mailbox, okay, and I got Lady of Darkness by Melissa K. Oh. This was sent to me by, I believe, HarperCollins. So thank you so much, HarperCollins, for sending me this. I'm so excited to read it. She's the newest addition to my TBR. She is the newest book and will be the newest book for a while. I will not be buying more books for a long time, I swear. We've got The Wrath and the Dawn and The Rose and the Dagger. Very excited to read these. Also by Renee, Flame in the Mist. I also got this from Facebook Marketplace when I got this one because I had to. Hello. It looks so pretty, and I'm pretty sure this is a Mulan retelling, I'm pretty sure. We have Legendborn by Tracy Dion, and this one I'm so excited to read. We've got the first book in the Kingdom of the Wicked series, Kingdom of the Wicked, by Kerry Maniscalco. If you've read any of these books that I'm mentioning, please let me know which ones, maybe say a little bit about them, get me excited to read it if you can. Next we've got To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. Apparently it's like mermaids pirates vibes. Is that right? Prince, Siren, Hunter. We've got The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. Excited to read this one as well. I don't have the rest. Bonus chapter inside. Is that... I won't see if that's the bonus chapter, because the last time I did that in any book to see... Oh my god, there's a black line. What does it say near the end? It literally said, my heart stopped. We've got The Darkest Legacy by Alexandra Bracken. This is kind of a spin-off in the Darkest Mind series. I think that's why I haven't read it, because it's not part of the main series. But I did finish the main series a while ago now, so I really should pick this up and just finish it. But I think I love this series so much. I feel so attached to the world that I just don't want it to end. But I'm also kind of putting it off at the same time. The Selection by Kira Cass. I think I'm gonna need people to hype this one up for me, if I'm being so honest. I need people to hype this one up for me. We've got A Court This Cruel and Lovely by Stacia Stark. Don't know much about this. I've just heard good things about it, which is majority of my TBR. We've got Serpent and Dove by Shelby Maharin. Witch and Witch Hunter. We've got Passengers, also by Alexandra Bracken. If you don't remember who Alexandra Bracken is, she's the one who wrote The Darkest Minds. I don't really know much about this. All I know is that it is by her. That's why I bought it. We have The Scratch Daughters, which is the second book in the Scapegraces trilogy. My sister has annotated this one for me, so I'm excited to read this. This is by H.A. Clark as well, I forgot to mention that. Whisper by Lynette Noni. Lynette Noni also wrote The Prison Healer. I've heard that this is giving Shatter Me vibes, but clearly I've not read it, so I actually can't be the judge of that. This is most probably going to be my next pick for book club, because I feel like my friend group might like this as well. Guild by Raven Kennedy. I've heard that this is kind of giving Stockholm Syndrome. I don't know how much of that is true. I also bought this because I know to trust the process, because apparently the first book is a little questionable, but like it gets better in the series. That's all I've heard. And we've got A One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. The Shepherd King duology. I don't have the second book yet, but I will be reading this one before I get the second book. The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. So we've got Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. I really need to get to these because it's been a long time since I read the Mortal Instrument series, and this is, I'm pretty sure, is basically like before in the timeline. We've got book one in the Last Hours trilogy, I believe, which is Chain of Gold, also by Cassandra Clare. You've got The Red Scroll of Magic by Cassandra Clare. This is The Eldest Curses. I think it's a duology. I could be wrong though, they could be coming out with the next one. The Dark Artifices, and I've got two sets of this. So I've got the paperback, so we've got Lady Midnight, Lord of Shadows, and Queen of Air and Darkness. These are all also by Cassandra Clare. This series is so thick. Why is the last book that thick? How many pages is that? 870 pages? 870 pages? What? Damn, this series is chunky. We've also got them in the anniversary edition hardbacks. Obviously, I am not counting, like, this is not an extra 3, just because we do already own them in the paperbacks. Like, they're the same thing. So this is just 3. I'm not counting it as 6, you know? My current read, which is The Raven Boys by Maggie Steviator. Also bookmark check. Look at that. Maddie gave it to me and it matches so damn well. We are 114 pages in. So soon we'll go from having 97 books to 96 books. This is actually a lie, because we went from having 97 books to 100 books because I just ordered the rest of the series. We've got the Lightlark Saga by Alex Astor. So Lightlark and Nightbane. I will be reading these before, not before Skyshade comes out, but before I buy Skyshade, in case I don't like it. Because I tend to be buying multiple books in the series before reading the first book. Don't know why that's a new habit of mine, but it is something that I've started to do that I need to stop doing. I bought it because of the fan art. I don't know if you guys have seen this fan art, but I loved it. We've got Immortal Dark by Tiger Screamer. This is the ARC copy. It comes out in September this year and I'm so excited to read it. I'm probably gonna read this soon. This is definitely very high up on the TBR. I know that I said 97 books, but it might need to come to 98 because I got sent the Tales of Celestial Kingdom novella by Su Lin Tan and I need to get the first book. It's actually currently at QBD waiting for me to buy. So it's got stories from before, during and after the events that happened in Daughter of the Moon Goddess and Heart of the Sun Warrior. We've got The Temptation of Magic by Megan Scott. This book was sent to me by HarperCollins, so I'm really excited to read this as well. I did request it. Enemies to Lovers, pretty sure, but it's also the same type of vibes as she is someone with powers and then the enemies guy, he hunts the people with powers, but I don't think he knows that she's got powers for the most part, that type of vibe. We've got Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo, the second book in the Six of Crows duology. I'm so excited to read this. My friend is currently annotating a paperback version of this that I'm going to read. We're going to do an annotation book swap. I'll show you what book I'm going to annotate for her. I do have it on my shelf. The Amethyst Kingdom by A.K. Mulford. This is book 5 in the 5 Crowns of Orcrith series. Correct me if I'm wrong, these might be in the same world but can be read as standalones. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because if that is the case, I will be reading this by itself. We have Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This is also high on the TBR. I know that's like dark academia fantasy. Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. I think we're gonna read this in my book club. I'm not entirely sure. We have The Stormcrow by Kaylin Josephine. This one, I don't know anything about it, but I kind of don't want to know anything about it. I kind of want to go in blind. I think I read the blurb when I bought it, I think. We have The North Wind by Alexandria Warwick. It's inspired by Beauty and the Beast and the myth of Hades and Persephone. A Feather So Black by Lyra Celine. This is part of the Fairfolk trilogy. I think it's an arranged marriage. I don't know. I honestly just bought it because this customer bought it with a book that I wanted to buy. So I thought I'm gonna buy it too. Baybound by Sarah El Arifi. This is the ARC. It has come out this year. This one's already out. It came out in January. My sister read it. She really liked it. I can't wait to read it. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 love stories going on. I think one is a friends to lovers, one is an enemies to lovers. I don't know. But I'm excited to read it and I'm excited to see what it's about. But I love this art cover so much. We have When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Heard mixed reviews about this one, so I'm a little scared going into it. Sometimes when it says there's a lot of world building, I'm kind of behind that. I just need to clock in and just really understand what they're talking about. A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. Excited to read this. This Sprayed Edges is the special edition. That is it for the fantasy. Let's move on to the romance books. Ali Hazelwood's Love on the Brain. This is the last remaining Ali Hazelwood book that I own that I have not read. I truly don't know if I'm actually going to like it or not because I didn't really like Love Theory. No, I like that. No, I like that. This is Love on the Brain. What am I talking about? The Love Hypothesis. I didn't really like the Love Hypothesis. No offense to anyone who really liked that, I just did not. I am liking Ali's newer stuff though. Just because it's giving grumpy, nonchalant guy who's not really talking that much and he's gonna give absolutely nothing, and this quirky girl with pink hair who's gonna have all the personality. And the galaxy leggings. We have Just One Taste by Lizzie Dent. I got sent this by HarperCollins as well. She's also giving Emily Henry, which I'm a little bit nervous to read because I don't really like Emily Henry. Guilty, I'm so sorry. Her writing's just not for me. Her storyline base is not really for me. Her demographic is not really for me. So that's why I'm a little scared with this one, just because Emily Henry's wrote something on the cover. Don't know if this is actually going to be for me or not. We have One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston, which I did love Red, White and Royal Blue. I liked Ike Shara Wheeler, kind of, I don't know. But since this is also an adult romance like Red, White and Royal Blue, I think I'm going to like this as well. Next we've got some Christina Lauren books. So we've got Inner Holidays, Something Wilder and The Soulmate Equation. I love Christina Lauren and I really want to get to these, but right now romance hasn't really been the genre that I've been picking up of late. I've been reading more fantasies recently. If I'm acting awkward, it's because someone's watching me. Mixed Signals by BK Borison. I also have the Afterlight Illumicrate special editions. They are on my to read shelf even though I've read the first two, just because I wanted to keep them all together, even though I have not read the second two. So I have not read Mixed Signals and I have not read Business Casual. These special editions are the prettiest. We have The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. This has been on my shelf for a while. My friend has also read it and she loved it, so I really want to read it. I feel like I'm gonna love it. But like I said, I'm a little bit weird with romance books right now. We've got The Hardest Fall by Ella Mays. I did get this one from the Book Exchange. I think this is another one that if I was to go through my books, this one might be on its way out. We have two books by Lucy Score, which is Maggie Moves On and Things We Never Got Over. I'm a little scared to read this one only because apparently the guy is like in his 40s or something. And that just does not appeal to me. I'm so sorry. These next two are by Talia Hibbert. So Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. We also have Get a Life, Chloe Brown. This is part of the Brown Sisters trilogy. Next we've got two books by Tessa Bailey. So we have Fangirl Down and we've got Wreck the Halls. I am excited to read it, but at the same time I also feel like Tessa Bailey is slowly becoming an author that I won't be picking up anymore. Like, I honestly think that these two will be the last books I will buy from her. We've got Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. Consider Me by Becca Mack. We've got Binding 13 by Chloe Welsh. I'm really scared to read this one. I'm a little bit intimidated because of this size. I know I'm going to love it though. From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. Ice Skating and Enemies to Lovers. That's all I really know about this one. Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I don't really know much about it. Oh, I think it's a Friends to Lovers though, and I love a Friends to Lovers. We've got Hooked by Emily McIntyre, which I am scared to read, but I'm also intrigued because apparently it's a Peter Pan retelling, but I'm pretty sure it's with Hook. Well, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong though. We have Neon Gods by Katie Robert, and this one my friend picked out for me. I told him to choose a book for me and he chose this one. We've got King of Wrath by Anna Huang. Did like the Twisted series. I did like it. There were some that I didn't like as much, but overall, I had fun. What is pulling me into this series a little bit more? The fact that they're thinner. We have Pucking Around by Emily Rath. Anyway, Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. The trigger warnings were insane. Eyeballs and eye sockets. I probably should have looked at what this book was about before I bought it. That is it for the romance. We also have Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This one is going to be my sister's book club pick. We also have This Was Meant to Find You When Needed It Most. This is poetry, I would say. I put it in the poetry section. Thought I'd add this in as well because this is part of the 97 books. Lastly, we've got our YA books. Radio Silence by Alice Osman. This is a book that I'm annotating for my friend and she's gonna annotate Six of Crows for me. You Be Home by Now by Kathleen Glasgow. The Way I Used to Be by Amber Smith. I feel like for sure these ones are gonna be the sad books, like the sad YA books that are just gonna make me sob. Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman. I actually found this one at a Salvos. We have the Natural series. I have read the first book. I am rereading it. Kind of, not like actively rereading it, but I am going back in it and highlighting things, like I'm assigning colors to certain people. This is not part of the 97, but it is just chilling on the shelf here. And the last books on the shelf is the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. Good Girl, Bad Blood, As Good as Dead, and Killjoy, all by Holly Jackson. I also want to do a reading vlog for this one, just like figuring out the murders in each book. I think that will be fun. That is all the books on my physical TBR. Even though I am in a reading slump, I am feeling a little bit more inspired to pick some of these books up. Like I said earlier on in the video, if you've read any of these or heard anything about them, please hype up the book in the comments. Please boost it up the TBR, or if you know any ideas about videos that you want to see with these, please let me know and I can do that. I want to read all 97 books and start afresh, okay? That's what I want to do. Yes. I'm now officially going on a book buying ban. If I get sent a book by a publisher, that's fine, but I'm not going to go out of my way to buy a book. I won't be doing that, okay? The goal is to finish the TBR. That is the goal. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!